The mask dance has a long tradition. Mask dancers transform themselves into different people, animals, or gods by wearing masks, incorporating their emotions into their dance. The Korean mask dance has an unusual function. In Korean society, which used to strictly divide people by class, the commoners, belonging to the lower class, expressed their hardships and anger against the upper class through mask dances.
자기의 불만과 해소를 함으로 인해 가지고 삶의 어떤 그런 보람을 찾을 수 있는 그런 날들입니다. 양반과 선비 어떤 지배계층에 있는 분들은 그 상민들의 삶과 그런 걸 이해를 함으로 인해 가지고 서로 상하 간의 그 차별 없이 서로가 화합하고 하는 그런 마을의 하나의 놀이입니다.
Interestingly, however, Korean mask dances expressed the fury of the commoners indirectly, through wit and humor. Also, Korean mask dancers encourage spectators to be involved in the performance, giving them the chance to express their own frustrations. Mask dances, which lasted for a few hours, helped Koreans relieve their anger and return to their daily lives. The Bongsang mask dance, originating in northern Korea, is considered an artistic masquerade with large movements. This dance was designed to criticize corrupt upper classes and monks. After expressing their anger against the powers that be, Korea's commoners regained energy and were able to return to their daily lives. Most Korean masks have smiling faces. Korean masks and mask dances reflect the optimism of the common people. The mask dance shows us how Koreans tried to enjoy their lives even while facing hardships. Mask dances, which transformed anger into wit and humor, were performed across the nation. Most of us feel very sad when our loved ones pass away. Koreans also dance to overcome their sadness. Jin Island, or Jindo in Korean, located at the southwestern tip of the peninsula, has an unusual tradition related to funerals. One day before the coffin is carried out of the house, Jindo residents put on a performance to console the bereaved family and pray for the soul of the dead. At the performance, which looks like a play, a variety of dances are performed. Dances performed at the funeral have no formal structure. Dancers just express their sadness as they please.
어떻게 하실랍니까? 봤어 안 봤어? 봤어 먼저 봤다고 난 박수만 쳐자. 자.
Korean dances performed at traditional funerals express mixed feelings instead of just sadness. The name of the dance, Dashilegi, means the birth of new lives, and through this dance, dancers deal with their sadness by remembering the natural cycle of life and death and rebirth. The feelings of sadness expressed in Korean dance also suggest hope. A prime example of this is salpuri, which captivates spectators with sad movements at the beginning of the dance. The salpuri dance originated from a shamanistic ritual to appease the souls of the dead who had faced violent deaths. It was believed that the souls of the dead who faced unexpected deaths or passed away painfully would not rest peacefully in their graves. Koreans conducted a gut, or a shamanistic ritual, to help the souls accept their last sleep peacefully. The beauty of the salpuri dance is that even though it begins with sadness, it ends in happiness. This dance reveals the grace of movement in silence, since a salpuri dancer makes sudden movements in silence, suddenly swinging her arms hard to ease the tension.
모든 자기의 그 감정을 아무 도구 없이 가장 쉽게 표현할 수 있는 그런 방법이 자기의 몸이겠죠. 그래서 그러한 몸짓들이 하나하나 정리되고 정돈되면서 예술 작품으로 태어난 것이 우리가 흔히 말하는 무용, 춤 이렇게 얘기를 하는데 우리 춤도 마찬가지입니다. 우리 민족들이 살아오면서 그 역사 속에서 삶을 살아오면서 느끼는 모든 감정들을 자기 육신을 통해서 영혼을 표출하는 그런 과정이 춤이었기 때문에 우리 춤의 특징 역시 모든 인간의 감정이 희노애락뿐만이 아닌 모든 감정들이 그 안에 있는 거죠. 담겨져 있는 거죠.
Seungmu, Korea's monk dance, expresses sadness especially well. Since the origin of the dance is not known, it is difficult to prove definitively that the dance, performed in Buddhist attire, is really about sadness. But each movement of a Seungmu dancer reflects feelings of sadness. But as the dance, whose opening is quite melancholy, progresses, the dancer's movements get faster. The rhythm of the drum beat seems to reflect the dancer's struggle to purge himself of negative emotions and realize the freedom of happiness. After shaking off the feelings of sadness, a Seungmu dancer regains hope for a better future. Certainly, Korean dance includes a variety of feelings. It is not an exaggeration to say that Korean dance includes the joy, anger, sorrow, and pleasure of our lives.